Hi guys, as you can see I still have my bandage on, and let's get these tiny ones as example for how in the Aray book. Mom, can you get me? So this Aray book uh, explains how Ziggy cut himself and there's blood dripping. So let's do these tiny ones that are itchy for me as an example.
Okay.
So you see those? This one's the biggest of the tiny ones. And see, the platelets are blocking it until it's gonna be healed. And it's forming a huge blood clot. And this one's bigger than the rest. Yeah, and here's some very tiny ones that haven't been clotted yet. They're very tiny. And that's and so the platelets blocking it are sticky as glue. And in the Aray book, so I saw a very funny scene, and let me look for it first. So let's get the funny scene here. So in here, there was a lot of weird things in the body and the platelets. So one of the platelets here is chilling with sunglasses. This one has a Batman thing. And this
Who
one
are
is,
those?
And the ones that are orange, the ones that are orange are the WBCs or white blood cells. The ones that are red are the RBCs or red blood cells, and these tiny ones are platelets.
They don't look tiny in that page.
Yeah.
Is this also a red blood cell?
I don't know. It's just the skin. It's just I don't know. And they're holding on to this. That's the skin.
The vein.
The vein, yeah.
Blood vessel. That's ugat.
Ugat Ulat. His
Okay.
name.
So, how do blood cells help us protect the body when we get scrapes, wounds,
When
cuts?
I just wanted to get off and I got startled on the scooter and fell off.
Like when you got your wound, how did your body help you, protected you?
So this might be seeming weird. So you know that some wounds bleed and like drip down here? But mine didn't. It only stayed inside because there might be like the platelets already rushed there and we'd have covered it a little. And that's it.
What's the role of the platelets, the white blood cells, and the red blood cells?
The red blood cells carry oxygen or nutrients all over the body, and that's my brother shouting.
Why do they carry oxygen all over the body?
Because they need all over the body. It needs nutrients.
Is oxygen a nutrient?
No, it's not a nutrient, but oxygen all over the body.
Our body needs it all over the body.
And the white blood cells in charge of eating the germs. So when I fell on the ground and got the scrape, some germs might have gotten there, and the WBC or white blood cells ate num num num. And one of the pages in Aray, it said, and one of them said burp.
Okay, so besides the blood cells, what should you do after you get a wound or after you cut yourself? What should you do to avoid?
Gotta wait for this to dry and then put a bandage on.
What do you do immediately to avoid getting germs or infection on the wound?
We gotta wash it down with water, and it hurts for me.
Yeah. So we did not. Did we use alcohol?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't have to use alcohol. We just used water, running water, and soap.
But I didn't put my foot in there. And this bandage is waterproof.
Okay. So which are the members of the blood cells?
RBC platelets, and the platelets are very tiny.
Okay.
And the RBC.
Which one is the most important?
All of them are important.
Oh, all of them. So, how are they different from each other? White blood cells, red blood cells, and
the platelets are tiny. The RBCs in that book, they have a beautiful shape. WBC, they're white.
Yeah, they're white and they're
big.
yeah. So they have different. They look different, right? Because they each have a different role. Do you need all of them, or you can you do without the other blood cells?
You don't need all of them.
Why?
I don't know. All of them are important. The platelets can't carry oxygen around the body. It's not their role.
Mm-hmm.
Red blood cells can't eat the viruses.
So what will happen if you don't have white blood cells?
The germs would probably take over.
How about if you don't have platelets?
It would not cover the wound.
So if somebody gets wounded, what will happen if they don't have enough platelets?
It might not cover the wound.
Why is it dangerous to have cuts without the help of the blood cells?
They all have a different role if it gets wounded.
Okay, so if we don't have enough platelets, what will have happen to us?
We might not get the wound blocked.
And
And
what will happen if it's not blocked?
it would just gonna bleed all around.
And what will happen if you keep bleeding?
You would maybe lose all your blood.
And what happens if you lose all your blood?
Which has RBCs in it, that it couldn't carry the oxygen around the body. And I also have this.
You have a lot of scrapes and wounds, no?
This one's skin is already almost removed.
How did you get that?
I don't know. My slippers, my new slippers, it went there and maybe pressed on too much and then scraped.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Brielle.
Bye.